Welcome everyone to DLD VIP. Today we are taking a look at the Black Rain Ordnance Spec 15. This has the custom Cerakoted American flag. Check that out. From the handguard, upper receiver and lower receiver, all custom Cerakoted with American flag motif. Great looking rifle. And very well built as well. Let's go over some of the features that this thing's presented. So starting in the front, working our way back, you do have your standard A2 style flash hider. If you're wanting to upgrade that, that is a very simple process to do so. Just wrench, pick out your muzzle device that you're wanting, new crush washer, tighten it down, and you're good to go. So not something you're comfortable doing yourself. I'm sure you got a buddy who's competent with ARs that can do it, or any gunsmith can do that in just a matter of minutes. So looking at the barrel itself, you can see it is chambered in 5.56 NATO, 1-7 twist, and it also has the Black Rain Ordnance logo on there. Great logo for them. Their roll marks with the biohazard logo looks great. Looking at the rail itself, very nice free float rail on here. Has rail provisions at the front and the top, so mounting any accessories, optics, anything else, plenty of rail space. I like the fact that it's got the rail actually removed right here in the middle section. Really gives you a nice positive grip on there, gives you that nice C-clamp grip that so many people are going for nowadays. Bottom side is M-LOK compatible. If you're not familiar with M-LOK, it is a modular system developed by Magpul. You can easily add and move accessories, rail sections, and everything else without actually having to remove the entire rail assembly. So it's a nice feature. Whether it's M-LOK or key mod, whatever your preference is, doesn't really matter. Also has QD mounting points at both the front and rear on this rail. So very nicely featured rail, and again, that flag motif looks absolutely fantastic on it. Working our way back, taking a look at the receivers themselves. The lower receiver, pretty much a standard forged lower receiver. Let's go pop this magazine out. Not much to speak of for a mag flare. Realistically, this probably isn't going to be a battle rifle anyway. It's going to be a range toy, something you take out, with your buddies shooting, or display piece. Having that giant mag flare, probably not that big of a deal on a piece like this. Have your standard trigger guard on there. If that's something you want to replace, be very cautious replacing that. It is a roll pin attached right back here. Drive that roll pin out and replace your trigger guard, and you got to drive a new roll pin in. It's fairly common to break an ear off right here. If you do that, then you're looking at a special grip, specifically like Daniel Defense, that makes their pistol grip with the trigger guard all in one assembly. So, there are ways around it without having to replace your lower, especially on something that's custom Cerakoted like this. That's definitely a concern. So if you are going to do that, just please be cautious. Pistol grip, you have your standard A2 style pistol grip on this one. Again, if you were going to replace this, this is a very easy replacement. It's literally one bolt, comes off, and you replace your new one. Just when you do it, be cautious. Your safety detent and spring are encased in that as well. Just be cautious when doing that, so you don't bend your spring or lose your spring or detent, and you got to get new parts again. So just something to keep in mind. Has a very nice buttstock on it. Nice wide cheek well with storage compartments on the sides for batteries, spare firing pin, or Skittles, whatever you really prefer. So adjustable, very easily adjustable, and doesn't lock up incredibly tight. Something to keep in mind if you're going to look at using this as like a precision style rifle. Probably want to look at replacing this with something that actually locks in place. It does have a QD attachment at the rear of this as well as a rubber butt pad. The end plate is your standard Milstech style end plate. Jeez, can't talk. If you're wanting something with a QD attachment point, again, pretty easy process. Break this castle nut loose. This entire assembly comes off. Replace your castle nut. again, you want to be cautious. You have a detent and spring in here as well. So do a little research before you start, taking your parts off. Understand what's going to come off with it, and that way you don't have any surprises. Have no T marks on the rail here. It's Cerakoted. It's not really too much of a surprise that you don't have T marks on it. Plenty of space for backup iron sight and an optic on here. Whether you plan on running something like an EOTech or an MRO, whatever it may be, plenty of space and would be right at home on here. Charging handle. It's a mil-spec style charging handle. You can see Bro Spec15, and it has their biohazard logo on it as well. If you want something a little more ergonomic with an extended latch, ambidextrous, something like that, if you can field strip your gun, you can replace your charging handle. So very easy swap on that, and something that you'll feel every time you make this gun ready, pull that charging handle, you're going to notice that. So it's an improvement that's definitely worth putting the money in on a charging handle, in my opinion. So taking a look at the other side, it does have a forward assistant dust cover on this. Standard magazine release. And looking on the other side here, it does have just a single-sided safety. So sorry, left-handed shooters, it's not equipped with any ambidextrous features on here. So then taking a look at this lower, you have the Black Rain Ordnance roll mark, and you have safe, fire, and full. As you can see, there's no additional pin here. This is not a fully automatic weapon. This is fully semi-automatic. It's a little joke in case you guys haven't seen that clip. The dust cover on here does have Black Rain Ordnance logo on it as well. And on the inside, let it rain. So it's a very nicely featured rifle. Nothing over the top. It's a great range gun, beautiful gun. Let's go ahead and load up a snap cap so I can give you guys my impression of the trigger on this one. So if you guys aren't familiar with snap caps, they're inert training rounds designed so you can safely dry fire the weapon. So that is a snap cap. Let's go and load this thing up and take a look at it. All right, so we'll go ahead and activate this safety a couple times. Nice positive detent on it. It's not gonna, you're not gonna accidentally switch this out of position, whether you want it in safe or fire. Very nice positive feel to it. Let's take a look at this trigger real quick. A little bit of creep and somewhat heavy. Feels like a mil-spec trigger. For 99% of people, that is going to be perfectly fine for the life of the rifle. You're never going to have any desire to replace it. That other 1%, putting a drop-in trigger assembly, very simple process to do so. Take a look at our website. All of our trigger assemblies are on sale right now. So take a look if you're wanting something, like a flat face trigger, something a little lighter pull. Very easy swap, and a couple $100 that is well spent, in my opinion. So if you guys are interested in purchasing one of these, get in touch with us. We'll be happy to arrange a local pickup or ship to an FFL near you. What I'm actually going to do now, I'm going to give this one away to somebody that's registered for the webinar. So let's just switch screens here. We're going to take our time. We're going to scroll through, make sure everybody is here and accounted for. So while we do that, I want to remind you guys to take a look at our website, the dldllc.com. Any firearm accessories you're looking for, whether it's lights, lasers, optics, trigger assemblies, spare magazines, AR furniture, whatever it is, we have all those parts available on our website. We offer very competitive pricing with everyone else in the online marketplace. Incredibly fast shipping, 2 days to your door, anywhere in the continental U.S. We have a great selection, awesome inventory. So if you guys are shopping today, take a look at our site and give us a chance to help you. All right, it looks like everybody's here. Just going to push this button that says Pick a VIP. And Brian Crabb will be in touch. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you on the next one.